Well, good morning, everybody. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, that's not TJ. Well, yes, you are correct. That is not TJ. Also, here's my daily struggle on getting out of my driveway because it's so steep. Listen to my front lip here. Just a little kiss. Just a little kiss, nothing too crazy. So a few clips of videos ago, TJ was telling you guys that he's gonna have all the boys film a day in the life individually to take up this entire week since he's not gonna be here. To keep Vlogmas going for you guys, look at this road that I have to drive every single day. I have to literally dodge these massive dips and then finally cut in last second. But we are arriving to the House of Gains, everybody. Okay, realistically, I don't know how much I'm gonna film in here because I know there's like a strict no filming policy in gyms and stuff like that. So I probably won't film a lot. Personally, my least favorite day of the week, leg day, but gotta get it done Monday, get it over with. So yeah, we're here, we're gonna get a workout in. Excuse me, sir, why'd you leave without me this morning? What's going on? That was kind of dirty.
It's leg day.
I told him it is leg day.
It's leg day. Twan's not a fan of leg day.
I told him, I'm like, it's my least favorite day of the week.
That's why I do it on Monday. Leg day, Monday, just get out of the way. I didn't want to hear that, oh, it's leg day.
Monday's for chest, you know?
Get in here, I wanted to knock it out. Got a couple things I got to knock out after as well.
All right.
Get into the office.
Well, let's get it. Let's do it. I kind of have to. Leg day.
Hop in the Tesla.
Leg day completed.
I can't really walk.
Yeah.
Probably walking a little.
You want me to drive you to your car?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, farewell. Bye.
Maybe I'll see you at the coffee shop.
Oh, I'm going to Copa Vita though. Now it's time to head back to the house and just get ready for the week. We're going to my favorite coffee spot. It's called Copa Vita. Oh, see you later, Nate. Later, dog. Do we have a fucking stinky plunger? We don't. Sean's usually out here every single. Oh, there's movement in there. Sounds like you just got out. Sean cold plunges every morning, so I can hear him in my room. I can hear the garage open and him get in every single morning. Get in right now on cam.
No, because I do it in my boxer.
All right, waist up. All right, let's get a little temp check here. We're looking at 59, brother. 59.
You're reading it wrong.
Read it.
No, so it's twos. So that's 56.
56. All right.
Set the timer for 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Is the 10 second the mental?
That's the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. All right, boys. Post-gym meal. We got 3 eggs with some egg whites, some toast with some honey. A little weird move, but for you that know, you know. Packeted tuna like this is a protein cheat code. I know it sounds weird, tuna for breakfast. It doesn't sound the most appetizing. I get that. But the protein you get from it for just like such a small serving is goated. I don't know about you guys. I know it's different for everybody and everybody has their own like memories or like favorite childhood memories or just things that take them back to their childhood. And for me, that is like December, Christmas time. I know TJ's the same way, but there's just something about the crisp, cold December. Hold on, the wind noise might be atrocious right now. I apologize. There's just something about a crisp, cold December morning. You drive out of your neighborhood, everybody has their Christmas decorations up. It's just, it just takes me back to a place in my childhood that I was just such a fond memory. Me and Nate were actually talking about this the other day. There's just like one of the peak human experiences is experiencing Christmas as a kid. And when I say a kid, I mean like you're in elementary school and it's a Friday, your whole class is just watching a Christmas movie, Frosty the Snowman's on. If your teacher was chill, he just like wouldn't care what you did. You could sit with all of your friends at the same table, and then the bus came and it was cold and you went home and just hopped on the game with all your boys. Like, in my opinion, that is a peak human experience. It's Christmas time as a kid. Now hear me out. I understand that everybody doesn't like Teslas, right? And to be honest, after owning this car for almost 3 years, it's like whatever. But that acceleration is just still the best thing in the world. It's literally like a roller coaster. And yes, I understand this car is soulless. Trust me, I am in no way, shape, or form a Tesla fanboy or a Tesla guy. Like, BMW and Porsche is my thing. You guys know that. I originally got this car when I moved out to LA and I just needed a good solid daily. I was looking for a new car. Funny enough, I was actually super close to getting an M2 Comp. That was like the car that I had my mind set on. But I just moved out to LA, just got a brand new apartment. I had a lot of expenses and I just couldn't justify adding an M2 competition into the mix. The insurance, the gas, everything about that, it was just not the move at that current time for me. So ended up with a Model 3 Performance, and to be honest with you, this is the best daily ever. Example number one why this is the best daily ever is because I can click this stock twice, and I am now cruising on autopilot. I can adjust my speed, and I can literally kick back, not a care in the world, just have my car drive me to wherever I need to go. It's pretty great, but yes, I understand. Teslas aren't the coolest thing in the world, but with Street Hunter Kit, the car looks great. All right, boys. Oh, gotta turn off the music. Copyright, can't have that. Also, Death Race for Love, top 3 albums ever. So every Monday, typically before I go into the shop and I get all the work done for Tej, I like to hit up this coffee spot. I actually discovered this place recently. It's really hidden. It's in like this business park. That's like, our shop is literally like over that mountain down across the freeway. And you end up in this like really modern business complex. And I actually didn't know that this coffee shop was here until I looked it up on maps one morning. But some of you guys may not know, I actually edit for another YouTube channel. I have a client base of people that I do, you know, like social media, video editing services and shooting services for. So I like to come here, get some work done for my other clients, get some stuff done, kind of prepare for the week ahead. This might not be the best camera angle. I'm like balancing the vlog camera on my camera. I'll show you the tripod I got going on right now. That is how I'm filming this clip. So trying to keep it low key. This is like a business park with like, I don't know, it's like a lot of serious tech companies, and it's like people walking around in suits and like business attire, and then there's me out here. So I'm gonna try to keep it low key. I don't wanna like disturb the peace. Just wanna give a little coffee spotlight to Copa Vita. Their iced vanilla latte never lets me down. So the vlog camera conveniently died mid-clip, but it's okay. We got the phone as backup. Long story short, Nate and I, very early stages of starting a production company. We got the website dialed. We got like kind of all the core foundations dialed. Now it's just kind of just growing it, reaching out to clients. One thing that we're really trying to focus on is real estate. We live in San Diego. San Diego is like the real estate capital of Southern California. So we're just trying to find the most lucrative ways, obviously, to create content and just make different moves and expand more than just doing automotive. I love automotive. That's how I got my start in this whole entire industry, in this whole entire world, was automotive content. But with that being said, we are trying to expand and get into different areas and avenues of marketing and creating content. And the one thing that we're definitely trying to focus on is real estate. So with that being said, wrapped up, got some website stuff done, got some planning done for the week since Tej is gone. We're trying to make this big old boat sail as smooth as possible without Papa Tej here. So we are heading to the shop now, and we're gonna link up with the boys. I told him as soon as I got to the shop that the GTT would be running and fully done so that we can make a video on it this week. So I told him like literally when I got here, like literally like right now the car will be like done fully.
How do you put your resignation in? Is there a place that...
Yeah, you got to talk to HR. This might be kind of like an interesting POV for some of you, because you guys always see the finished product. Getting a little behind the scenes scoop of kind of my workflow and what my day to day looks like on how I create the content that you guys see. So basically probably for the next like 2.5 hours, I'll be working on the Street Hunter and Eliminate vlog that you guys will see today, Monday. But by the time you guys are seeing this video, the Eliminate video is already been live. Got some thumbnails to make, got some ads to finish. So we got a pretty busy Monday morning. Probably the first half of the day will be sectioned off to getting all this work done. And then from there, might try and get some reels outside, get some stuff in the shop, pick up the camera with Dylan, and kind of just film in some little GTT stuff for the rest of the day. But I'm just gonna lock in for the next few hours and knock all this work out.
What up, Stank Twan?
What's up, dude?
My boy. That's my boy.
Hey, it's my boy.
That's my boy.
Boy right here. Looking like you assassinated a couple people on the way here this morning.
I have to change out the slacks because I got a little fluids on there. Definitely not blood. Maybe.
Also, really quick, I just want to put this on the record.
Yeah, what's happening?
I am so thankful that we mobbed together in traffic that one night.
That was super fun.
Okay, for everybody
We're
watching.
definitely driving the speed limit.
For everybody watching, Calvin drives like a grandma. Respectfully though. Like, he drives like a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
But on the way home from the Street Hunter meet, me and Nate are in the C8, right? And you left after us. We thought...
We were gone for a few minutes.
For a few minutes. We thought that you were like, Calvin will be home an hour later. Yeah. And then I see a BRZ pull up behind the C8, hot as fuck. I'm like, this gotta be a fan or something. And then you cut next to me and I see the star headliner in the white. I was like, oh my God, it's Calvin. Dude, for the next 10 minutes, this guy is in and out of traffic, no blinker. We're in Mexico, by the way. No blinker, in and out of traffic, minimum 90 miles an hour.
Oh, definitely 65, definitely 60. Well, you know, hey, when you're coming home from LA.
It's a vibe, right?
You don't drive beyond the speed limit.
Yeah.
Of course.
But that was tight. I'm glad we got to mob together.
Yeah.
That was sick.
You said that I was throwing sparks.
Oh my dude, there was this. You hit a bump on the freeway and whoosh, fireworks. Literally fireworks. Your exhaust fucking
really
kicked up so many sparks.
My suspension doesn't like to be at the right height, so I lose my exhaust.
Yeah, fuck it. You know, you get one. Yeah.
I'll get magnesium.
Update. We got the video out for today. I just finished it, just pushed it live. It's the Street Hunter Eliminate video. I haven't ate all day. I'm super hungry. So I am gonna go get lunch now. I'm gonna flip a coin. I don't know where I'm gonna go eat. We got 2 options, so we'll just see where I end up at. All right, update on the coin flip. My 2 options were the Whole Foods Deli or Kava. I'm not too sure if Kava's like, if it's just a California thing. I don't think it's just a San Diego thing. I'm pretty sure they have them everywhere, but it's like, think of it as like a healthy Mediterranean Chipotle, kind of. And I asked Siri to flip the coin and it landed on Kava. So we are headed there. But also, as I was driving, I started thinking, and what better way to get answers than from you guys? You guys obviously know that we've been trying to go a lot harder on YouTube Shorts and really just try to make a lot more short form content that lives on YouTube Shorts, but also lives on TikTok and Instagram Reels. Leave some comments down below. What would you like to see? I've created a list of like about 50 concepts, but obviously I'm trying to get as many as possible. So please leave some comments down below. Let me know what short ideas or just what type of content you guys like to watch. What type of content really interests you? Like, what is something that when you guys are scrolling down your feed, you see it and you will stop and you will watch? Just let me know. Leave some comments down below and you guys will probably end up seeing your ideas posted here in the future. Spotted a nice little G80 M3 wild on the road. I could tell immediately by the hips. So good. For me personally, every single generation BMW other than E9X, I prefer the M3. F82, G82, don't really care for it. The F80, the G80, the M3 versions are just so much better. The hips on those cars are just so good. I don't know if I'm the only person that thinks that, but for me, other than the E9X chassis, because personally, I think the E92 does look better than the E90. That's a hot take. I know that's a hot take for a lot of people. It's the opposite. People love the hips of the E90 and like from certain angles from the front, like it almost looks like a wagon. People love the E90 way more than the E92. Me personally, I think the E92 is sleeker. I think it looks better. I prefer that rear end styling more, but every other generation, forever, M3 over M4. Sorry, boys. We hath arrived to Kava. Parking is an absolute nightmare. Never mind. Front row seat here. The harissa avocado bowl. Thank me later. Watch this cut. Ready? Demolished. Peppercine.
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm not paying attention to you because I can't hear you. But if you're asking me what's going on, I'm putting this thing in. I made a little bracket with a little spacer. I think it looks really cool. I get to use the OEM bracket here. And then I added a little tube so that this is able to be mounted nice and tight. So we can vent the valve covers to it.
Love it. Sick.
Again, I don't know if that's what you asked.
No. It's about 4 o'clock on the dot, and I pretty much wrapped up all the editing I had to do today. Got some reels done from the Street Hunter meet, got the video out for today, and started on the video that you guys will see on Wednesday. Now, I need to take care of the good old Tesla. I gotta give her a wash. It's been far too long since I've washed this car. I typically like to wash my car like every Friday, just so it can be clean for the weekend in case you go to like Cars and Coffee or anything like that, but I've been super busy these past 2 weeks, so I haven't had the time to wash this car, so we're gonna make time right now. You guys already know the procedure. Meguiar's Gold Class. Oh, it's a freshie. The inaugural pour. Yup, that's enough. Don't mind that. It's not contaminated. It's just the bucket that we've been using, and it's clean. Don't worry.
Water.
Okay, so initially I actually wasn't gonna film washing my car because inherently it sounds pretty boring just to watch someone wash a car. But I said, you know what? Oh, water's off. But I said, you know what? I'll take this time to start a little conversation in the comments because I know you guys all have your different opinions on certain cars and you guys like certain cars, don't like certain cars. So I want your guys' opinion on something. So I think as I mentioned before, this Tesla's actually a lease. I've had it for almost 3 years. So my lease is up in, I think like 8 months or so. So within an 8-month time period, I have two cars that have been on my mind for my next two choices, I guess, on what I'm gonna buy after this is done. Because let's be honest, this car is cool and all, but it's an electric car. It's soulless. It served enough for me till this point. I'm ready for something new. So two cars that I have on my watch list. What are you doing, dude?
No,
I'm asking what type of sensor we're wiring in tomorrow, and also, oh, Calvin's.
God, fuck it up, Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes.
I don't know what he,
Yes.
What do you do?
Oh, he's dripping.
Oh shit.
That's what this does to people. That's what this does.
Option number one is an F80 M3, and option number two is a Mark V Supra. Wheel cleaner, all wheel cleaner. Got it. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me use this one. This one's better. Yeah, bottle's nice. It's fun to grab. Option, oh my God, there's like no fucking water in here. You poured out the water, didn't you?
Chill out, Twan. No one's out to get you.
Dude, I thought I filled this up all the way, and then I put my hand.
Foam in it, dude. Clearly.
I put my hand in, and
Is this your first time washing a car, dude?
Yes, dude, I need your help.
I don't wash my car, so.
Yeah, that is true.
Get fucked.
He doesn't wash his car. Okay, back to the conversation. Option number one, F80 M3. Not much to really say about that car. It's, in my opinion, one of the most legendary M3s, obviously. People can oppose that statement, but as far as modern M3 goes, yeah, sure, the G80 is cool. Like any brand new flagship vehicle that a dealer comes out with is gonna be super sick, don't get me wrong. But for the spec G80 that I want, it's gonna be like 110 grand. Now, that is just more than what I'm willing to spend at this current moment in time. So I was looking at the used F80 market. A certain someone that lives in Connecticut that also has a YouTube channel owns a white F80. And I have talked to him before about actually buying that car off of him in a couple months. If you want a good one that's not like 90 to 100,000 miles, you're looking at like 45 to 55K, 60, depending if it's like individual color or something like that. Just call it around standard 50K for an F80. But anyways, the specific M3 that I am looking at, Alpine White, it's a competition. It's about like 60,000 miles. Crank hub is done, which, you know, I'm sure everybody already said crank hub. Yes, we know crank hub is a big issue on those cars, and to do that job, it's not easy. So thankfully this one already has the crank hub done. And for the most part, it's super stock, very well kept. And that's option number one. I actually don't know why I'm withholding the person from you. It's Grant. So if you watch this, Grant, I'm calling you out. There's a clip on your vlog, I could dig it up somewhere, that you shook my hand on 50 grand for that M3. Actual number, on or off camera, what are you gonna sell that to me for?
50.
Really?
Yeah, you drive it home.
So, Grant, better keep her clean for me, brother. And option number two is the Mark V Supra. Ever since I drove TJ's, I had his black Mark V for a weekend, and after driving it for literally 2 days, I absolutely fell in love with that car. It was just super comfortable, it sounded amazing, it drove amazing, it handled amazing. It has an 8-speed transmission, and if you're on the freeway and you're in 8th gear, you are getting crazy MPG. It honestly shocked me how good the gas was on that car. I actually haven't really taken a look at the Mark V market in a minute, but the last time I talked to TJ about it, he said you could get those cars for like around 35 to 40K. If I had to guess, for a nice one, probably like mid 40s, 43, 45 grand. So the prices between the two cars aren't that drastic. Probably like around a 10 grand difference, give or take. Honestly, prefer the F80. That is my choice. That is my number one. I wanted the F80 for literally the longest time, as long as I can remember. When I first started shooting, there were some guys in my area that I grew up in with F80 M3s, and I just thought they were like the sickest looking cars ever. I've always loved BMW, and I just thought when I saw someone with an F80, I was like, damn, like that guy's got it. You know, he's him. Like he has his shit together. And yeah, granted, that was a couple years ago. F80s are getting like slightly older, which is kind of crazy to say because hot take, and probably the next like 2-3 years, the F80's interior will probably start to seem and feel a little outdated, which is crazy to think about. But the interior of the new G80s is literally top tier. That's like one of the best things about those cars, other than how much power you can make for literally just tune and downpipes. Obviously, I talk about it all the time. I'm just so hyped to get into something that's not this. I've had my fun with this. So I talk about it with the boys all the time, but I am very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. I want you guys to start a little war in the comment section. F80 M3 or Mark V Supra. Okay, if you're like me and you hate drying a car, I'm gonna show you the best and fastest way to dry your car off. Now, simply all you gotta do is just give her a quick hit up to 60, and you see all the water just flying off. Do that twice and you are good to go. I'm just kidding. You definitely still have to hit it with like a drying towel. It doesn't get like all the water off, but I do have PPF on this car. And for some reason, like XPEL PPF is like kind of hydrophobic. The water really just beads right off. Like when it was fresh, when I first got it done like 2 years ago, it was so sick. I'd wash my car, do 1 0 to 60 hit, and literally the car was like bone dry. It was the best thing in the world. It still works good, but not as good as when it was fresh. Okay, just to show you guys how well this actually worked. Like decent-ish, like the hood's pretty dry. You gotta hit the front for sure. The hood and doors and the roof, like I would give this 7.5 out of 10. Basically, it's just the front bumper and the back that still have some water on it. But for the most part, car's dry. So I just finished drying my car, got it all clean, and you know, all this next car talk, all this F80 Mark V talk, and I kind of forget to appreciate this car. Sometimes I forget how cool this car actually looks with.
Hey, Merry Christmas, let's order you some spacers.
You know, about that, I know a lot of you guys are probably watching that wash clip like, wow, your fitment's really bunked, Twan. What are you doing? And in order to get this wheel fitment proper with the wheels I have on right now, I think I have a run of 15, but to do that, you have to get extended studs and hammer out the studs and do all this shit. And for, yes.
You do bolt-on.
But they don't sell them. I looked everywhere across the internet.
bolt-ons?
They do not sell them. Swear to God. You would have to go to like a shop and get them custom made.
Well, we had custom-made ones done for the A90, and it was like, hear me out, it was like 110 bucks
Oh, that's
for the
it?
front and like 110 bucks for the rear.
Oh, so like 250 basically. Whoa.
And they're bolt-on. And we have extra studs too, because it's the same thread pitch.
Yeah, I do agree, and it's something I like have wanted to do, but I would have to go the route of doing custom, hitting up a shop, doing this. And to be honest with you, I don't care that much. It is a Tesla. Like if this was my F80, 100% fitment would be dialed, it'd be perfect. But I don't care enough. Like I was saying, you have to appreciate what you have in this current moment if you want anything that you want later in life. It's all about appreciating what you have now. I just forget how good this car looks, man. I'm definitely gonna miss her when she's gone. So it's like 5:30 right now. I got dinner plans with all the friends later. So I got some time to kill. Now, one thing that I love to do here at Throttle, when the day's all done, my favorite thing to do is rip this sim. All right, now to close out drifting with Twan, I'm gonna try to give you guys a wall entry on North Course. This is my arch nemesis. I've practiced countless times to link this entire track. It's definitely the hardest track I've done. I still have to learn a lot. It's really hard flicking in towards the wall, and you guys will see. That right there is what I do literally every time. Oh my God. That's my best attempt yet. Holy shit. That was it. I'm calling it there. I'm gonna take my luck and run away. There's no Dylan in here? No signs of Dylan? Damn.
I ain't seen him since lunch, brother.
Damn. Conveniently lunch though, right? Just that time of the day.
I'm just saying. That was the last time.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to play that clip back because he got centimeters.
He almost got
Centimeters from my head.
Little, it's called the...
See that?
Oh, dude, we're...
You mean
oh.
7 millimeters? 7 millimeters.
I can't have my back turned to you, Ricky. I think 7 millimeters is pretty long. Yeah, that's about Sean's speed. Oh, I spy a Supra. Excuse me? Excuse me? What's your name and what do you do for a living?
My name's DJ Gator and I'm a DJ.
Where at? Where do you perform?
All over the world.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's this car?
It's a Mark IV Toyota Supra.
Oh, is it like fast or something?
It's all right.
So I'm just sitting in traffic and I was going through some of my DMs and I get a lot of DMs from you guys just kind of asking me for advice and just reaching out to me looking for tips to help you get started or just asking for my advice in general, which I just want to say that is such a blessing. I remember when I was just getting started into photography and videography and I was just taken away by all these amazing creators that I was following at the time. So I remember reaching out to people that I looked up to when I first started, and trust me, that even means an honor to be able to say that you guys look up to my work and take inspiration from my work. It truly means the world. And I don't think I've ever told you guys kind of exactly how I got my start in this whole world, so I guess this little talk I'm about to do is directed to all the creators out there. So I've been shooting for I think 7 years now. I first started when I was 17 years old. I believe I was 16 or 17 when I first picked up a camera, and funny enough, I was actually using my best friend David's camera, his parents' camera actually at the time when I like first got into photography and I didn't have anything to shoot on, and like iPhones back in the day were nowhere near as good as they are today. So I was borrowing his like family's camera and taking it to car meets like locally in my area, like Cars and Coffee in the morning, and I would just go shoot for free. I just wanted to create. You know what I mean? I've always been like a creative person at heart. I truly think that I was born with a creative brain. And I'll always remember I was working at McDonald's. That was my first job ever right out of high school. I was working up at McDonald's and I saved up just enough money. I think it was like $600 for one of those like shitty Amazon camera bundles that came with like the cheapest accessories you could ever think of. I remember buying a Canon SL2 bundle off Amazon when I was like 17 years old. And I remember shooting that first photo and just falling in love. Funny enough, like my first ever passion, I guess you could call it, was I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber when I was like in high school. I was like a freshman in high school. I used to play Call of Duty pretty seriously with my friends, ranked play and all that back in the day. And growing up watching FaZe Clan and Optic, like I wanted to be a Call of Duty YouTuber so bad. It's like kind of cringe to say now, but that was like my first thing. I bought like a, oh my God, what was the Elgato capture card? I got one of those. I had like a 3-monitor setup and I was just a little kid trying to fucking run it on COD and make funny videos with my friends. And to be honest, those times are very fond to reminisce on. But the point is I got into shooting and I got in this whole world purely just because I loved it. And that's what fueled it from the beginning. Was I never started this thinking that I was gonna make a career out of it. It was just something that I loved to do, and obviously as time went on, it got more serious and more serious and more serious. I was shooting basically like my junior, senior year of high school, rolling into college, and I remember at the time when I graduated high school, going into college, that's when shit kind of gets serious. Like, okay, wow, I'm not in high school. Elementary/high school is all you've known for the past 8 to 10 years of your life. This is the biggest switch that you've ever had within that, you know, within that age, right? So going into college, I instantly knew that this was not for me. It just, nothing stuck, nothing clicked, and I wasn't truly happy doing that whole college thing. So I remember it was like towards the end of the second semester, and my math teacher came up to me and she said, hey, there's literally not enough points left in the semester for you to even pass. I like let that process in my brain a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm not in high school anymore. I can literally just leave. I like pondered on that idea for like 10 seconds. I was like, I could literally just leave right now. That's exactly what I did. I just left. And I know there's a lot of kids out there. Don't leave school. Don't give up like that. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm just giving you my story. I knew it wasn't for me. I left. And as soon as I left, I said, F it. I'm gonna take shooting seriously. I'm gonna try to make money. I'm gonna try to turn this into a career. I'm gonna try to make something out of this. And for probably the next year to year and a half, I was getting small jobs, probably like $100 to $200 to $250, $300 max on just small little jobs, like shooting at rap shops in my area. And then I eventually built up enough skill and enough knowledge to be able to like contact this rap shop and shoot for him on like a monthly retainer. So I started doing that. I was like 3 years into my shooting life at that time when I started to build connections with people and people in the industry and shops and rap shops in my area. So I started shooting for rap shops. One rap shop I'll give a shout out to because he was one of my first clients ever, was Proline Raps up in Chatsworth, like LA County area. Around the same time, I actually started shooting for a motorsports company called Always Evolving. Those are like my first 2 legitimate clients that were paying me like on a monthly retainer. And I was like, okay, like holy shit, this is actually happening. Like I can make something out of this. I'm not gonna say my family didn't believe in me, but my family definitely had like their eyebrows raised. They weren't entirely sure of like my plan. My family, I'm sure as a lot of you guys is, obviously like older generation, they don't really understand making money like digitally or on the internet or just kind of like the millions of new job paths that our generation is able to go in and make money doing that. So they didn't really understand it. And obtaining those 2 clients just solidified that holy shit, like I can do this. Like I can scale this, I can grow this. And fast forward another 4 years later, here we are today. And I couldn't be any more thankful and blessed, obviously, to be in the position that I'm in and work for amazing people like TJ and being able to be exposed to some of the best people in the industry. And it is truly a blessing. And I will say, I have gotten DMs before that it was like, dude, like how did you even get linked up with TJ? Like that seems so impossible. Like I dream of doing something like that. And truly, I'll be completely honest with you guys. This is the Clips channel. You guys are the day ones. A lot of you guys probably were viewing well before my time, but I'll be completely straight up with you. Career-wise, I never in the back of my mind was like, I want to shoot for a famous YouTuber. Or like I want to do exactly what I'm doing today. And I literally have the Create Your Reality tattoo on my arm. I'm a firm believer that no matter who you are, where you came from, if you believe in yourself and you truly work hard enough and you truly give it your all, if you give it your all, if you give it your 100%, you truly work hard every single day, it is impossible to lose. It truly is impossible to lose. The universe, God, will notice that you are working hard and he will reward you with whatever it is that you desire. I'm a firm believer that you can do anything. You create your own reality. But going paycheck to paycheck, living in my mom's house, shooting for people for free and just scraping by, like I never gave up. As hard as it was, I never gave up, and I truly put my all in every single day to get to this point. And I told myself that one day I will wake up in the morning, I will pack my camera bag with all the nicest newest equipment that I want, and that I would put that bag in the passenger seat of my car, and that I would go to a job that I love, and I would do what I love. Oh, look who showed up just on time, Miss Sabrine. Hello, mate. I just got home and we're all about to head out to dinner, but let me just finish this quick statement. I told myself that I would pack that camera bag with brand new equipment, put it in the passenger seat of whatever nice car I got at the time, and just go to a job and do something that I love. And literally, as you can see, the camera bag is in the passenger seat. I'm in a really cool car that I never thought I would own this young, and I'm doing what I love, right? And basically everything that I do today was never like a forethought. It was never like, I'm gonna do exactly this. It was just a bunch of hard work. And what's that?
Damn, you got the first vlog.
I got the, I am nervous, dude.
You got the first one.
I got the first one. I can't believe TJ.
I was the first
You're
one.
you're the second one.
Damn, I'm offended.
I know,
Right now. I
I
saw
know.
You on the camera, I'm like, no way, he has.
I have the first one. TJ really put the pressure on me with that
Wow.
one. I'm always behind the camera.
Hey, this was me like 5 years ago, and I'm gonna reference it like 40 times when I do my day in the life vlog, which is gonna be the best one, obviously. But dude, TJ just randomly gave me the camera one day and was like, "Do a day in the life."
And you're like, "Oh my god."
How do you film yourself?
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, there's no other way than to
There is no other way than just to do it. I got put under the fire, but anyways, it was just I'm talking to all the young creators out there, that giving them some advice. Hold on, I got keys. All right, here's what happens when you have a worse parking situation. You have a Urus next to you.
I thought you were gonna be like, "Damn, look at my friend's car, how sick that is."
Look how my friend's car, how sick that is. When your homie doesn't leave you any,
Thought he was just gonna show us his ass right here, because that's what he normally does.
when your homie doesn't leave you
No.
any room on this side or on this side.
Sorry.
Hold on, quiet. Listen to Scrape City.
Damn, bro.
Yep. That's a steep
So
driveway.
you're telling me your boss just gets you free parts and you just treat it like that?
I have no choice. I have no choice.
I'm good.
Operation Dinner with Friends commence.
It's gonna get copyrighted, you noob.
This music-
You should have heard him on the way into the house. He was like, for all you young bloggers out there. I was like, oh.
Didn't say vloggers. I said young creators.
I said young content creators.
I said young content creators because I said, hey.
All right, respect.
I said I get a lot of DMs like, hey, how'd you start? Whatever. Give me tips. Give me this. I was like, you know what? I'm
Well,
gonna.
you guys, this is my first vlog.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna answer all them in one clip, and I just. I put first like solo vlog.
Are you gonna drop the link to like your other channel?
Nope,
This
I don't
video?
have another channel.
Yeah, you did.
I don't have another
The
channel.
blue and white one? Blue and white.
What?
Oh, yeah, I think
Blue and white.
He's playing dumb.
No, I'm being dead ass.
No, I know
I
about
don't understand what you mean.
We should drop a link to your.
I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it in the comments.
It's funny because I actually told them my first passion was I want to be a gaming YouTuber, and I already know there's gonna be so many people looking for those videos, so I'm kind of pumped because they're gonna find them. But
Oh, they will find them.
whatever.
There's that one video that you showed us. What you call yourself?
When he's building his,
Okay, you guys know I gotta cut. You guys heard too much. We're eating air today.
Nick
We're on a
just
diet.
offered me $100 to eat this entire plate of food.
Look at that plate of food.
He not only did he offer me $100, he offered to buy my meal and pay me $100 on top. I understood that correctly.
That's a big deal. That's a big plate of food, though.
Or not
honestly.
gonna happen.
You think you do it?
Bro, I put this down.
Just a good meal. You know, I will say it's a little dirty move. This is one of TJ's favorite places.
Damn, that's so mean.
But
Dude, why would you do that?
hey,
That's.
Why would you do that? This guy the entire dinner. I'm gonna send TJ a picture of my meal.
insert the photo. Oh, we're the other way.
Hey, see you guys back at the house.
Hey, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna semi-end the vlog here on this camera because I need to give the camera to Sabrina because she's the next
Wow,
person.
this isn't a real day in the life for you.
I'm gonna pick it up on my phone because I might do some stuff after this, but I gotta dump the card, so bye. All right, boys. We have a standard nightly procedure as of recent. And that's Warzone, baby. So when I get a dub, I'll let you know.